The meditation today is going to be kind of a thought experiment about our emotions and how we talk about them and how we talk about ourselves. So why don't we take a second and get settled, kind of get present, take a few deep breaths, get centered. And I want to tell a quick little story while you do that. I had a friend who was very much into the power of positivity and the self-help books, and she was a bodybuilder and very, very successful bodybuilder. And from there she went into kettlebells and was a kettlebell champion. And then that got boring. She switched to mountain biking, and she was a professional. She was racing one day, and she got going way too fast on her mountain bike, and she hit a bump, and she basically flipped over the handlebars of her bike and accordioned herself so bad that she broke her back, to the point where the doctor said if she wasn't a bodybuilder and a kettlebell lifter and was not in such great shape, she would have been paralyzed for the rest of her life. And I went and I visited her, and she basically had her whole life ripped from underneath her. Everything that she loved was gone. She couldn't do it anymore. And I remember her sitting there saying, I just need to be positive. Positive. I shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be angry. This is okay. Just be positive. And that reminded me of kind of a little bit about what we're going through and what the world is going through, that everything we know or understood and everything we did is all been ripped from us in a matter of minutes in some way or another. So I want you now to take a deep breath and picture in front of you 3 different boxes. All the way to your left is a box, and we'll call it the okay box. And then in the middle, put a box, and we'll call this the box of musts or shoulds or not allowed tos. And then all the way to your right, put a box, and we'll call that box negative self-talk. Turn your attention back to the first box. We have a lot of different emotions going through us. And so for this box, I want you to take some time. You can say it out loud if you're comfortable, or say it in your mind. But just kind of think for a little bit about all the things you've been feeling. Maybe that's being scared, or anxious, or joyful. And just lay it in that box and say, it's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to find joy. Just take some time and lay it in that box. While you're doing that, acknowledge that you have many different emotions, and some at the very same time, opposite emotions at the very same time. And that's okay. When you feel that you have done that pretty well and laid those down, turn your attention to the center box. This is the box of shoulds and musts. And we want to turn those into not yets. So maybe your self-talk is, I should be more productive. Or I'm not allowed to be angry at God. Or I must be more positive right now. And when you think about the things that you say that typically have the shoulds and the musts in front of them. And as you lay those into the box, reframe that in your head to, I'm not allowed to be angry with God yet. I'm not as positive as I want to be yet. Just take some time and lay those there. And as you lay those down and you take the shoulds and the musts off of the beginning, allow yourself to not always have to get to those places. That they are not yet there, but they will be there sometimes. Once you're done, let's turn to the third box. And this is the box of self-talk, the way we talk about ourselves. And I typically find that the more we use shoulds and musts, the second box kind of cements the third box of negative self-talk. The talk that says, I'm unworthy, or I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. Whatever those lies are that we tell ourselves, just lay them in the box. If you need to go back and revisit any of the other boxes to lay something back in there, I invite you to do that. When you're done laying with all that negative self-talk that we all do to some degree into that box, close that up. And maybe you need to seal it up with duct tape or just put a top on it. And get rid of it in any way that your mind or your body's telling you to do it. Maybe throw it in the garbage, burn it, drown it. That box is useless to us. So we can get rid of that box. Once you've done with that, turn to the second box, the not yet box. And we're just going to leave that box there. And maybe every once in a while we'll come back and visit all those things that we put in there and see if they've turned into not yet. See if we have the grace with ourselves to say, I'm not yet joyful, or to see if they've even become okays where I'm angry and that's okay. That we can take the feelings and the thoughts of that box and move them to the first box, the box that says these are okay. So we're just going to leave that there. And now the first box that we used, that we called it the okay box. I invite you to take that box and hold it really close. And keep on putting your thoughts and your feelings in that box and keep on saying it's okay. Hold it close throughout your day and know that what you're feeling is okay. And so I ask you to hold it close and to go throughout your day knowing that you are unique and you are special. And that all the things that you feel throughout your day is okay. And you can hold that box close in that reassurance that this is okay. Amen.